Well, Zachy boy, well, I have no idea what prompted you to think a little bit of saying something like the Men podcast should just be gone. I don't know what kind of experience you've had on a podcast, or you probably just saw a podcast or two that you just didn't like, you personally just didn't like the message or what have you. But to just blatantly say that they should be canceled out just because they're guys, I'm not exactly sure what prompts that. But what I do know is that is very sexist of you. That's one thing I know. And one of those things too, as well, as you as a guy, you can't say that about the opposite sex, and nor can any guy say that to the about the opposite sex without being labeled, misogynistic or sexist and what have you. And I'm not sure it's because like kind of your mannerisms and whatnot. I'm not sure if you think that's like some kind of a shield. I mean, it really isn't. The comments in your video actually kind of show you how you're kind of in the wrong. And quite frankly, yeah, you're going to gain your views because you're saying something very controversial. And that's kind of the whole point of YouTube. I mean, look at the cringe videos that I put up. But at the same time, I'm not over here trying to say something, blatantly, sexist and one sided, what have you. But continue doing exactly whatever it is that prompts you to think that way. I would say, like, take a step back and do a little self evaluation, because you did say you prefer to have women watching your videos, something like that. You have to watch your analytics. You have to look at what people watch, like what type of people are watching your videos, and at the same time, you also kind of have to figure out, okay, my my low number videos, how do I bring those views up, and then the videos that I do well, how do I keep getting better at that? And if you just want to say something very meme-ish and clickbaity, go right ahead. But by all means, we will be here. We are the internet. And quite frankly, it's weird because you actually also said in another one of your videos, and I have no idea how you ended up in my feed, but whatever. I clicked it, I fell for it, big deal. And I saw a few of your videos how you quit your job so you become internet famous. Okay, most people don't exactly do that when they're not internet famous. Now, a lot of people have quit their jobs to pursue a life of fame, money, and fortune, but they usually have an idea. I don't think you have an idea of what to do to become famous or go viral or just in general become inspirational. So I think you might want to take like that in itself into accountability of like, maybe I should have an idea of what to do so people can in turn make you famous, get you some cash and what have you. And and hey, all the power to you. If that's what you want to pursue, go right ahead. I pursued many things that fell right into my hands, and then things that just didn't. That's the whole part of life. I mean, there's ups and downs, but at the same time, I don't like, if you listed any kind of context of who you were talking about, which podcast and what have you. You're just blatantly saying like how like the men are terrible, like they're very misogynistic, and then this whole weird thing of like going hunting for the food or going to combat. And it's weird because a lot of people do have podcasts like that where they're showing people how to hunt, and other podcasts as well about how people that have been to combat are telling their story and what have you. So I don't know. I think you were just kind of all over the place. It was a very, very rushed video, and there was like and honestly, there really wasn't nothing of substance there. Just like how there's not much of substance in this video. So, but continue on, continue doing what you're doing. Hopefully, hopefully you become infamous, more than likely, because I don't know a whole lot of people that just blatantly are just openly sexist and saying stuff like that and become famous. I'm just saying. Hell, with all that being said, good luck on your YouTube journey.